Gaga, when you were considering taking the role in A Star is Born, did you have reservations that it would be considered too similar to your public persona?
That's an interesting question. Well, first of all, I wanted to be an actress before I wanted to be a singer, a musician. So this was a big dream of mine. You know, I felt really excited and really ready for this part. And when Bradley came to me with this story, the way that he wanted to tell the story and the way that he wanted to shoot the story was what was so interesting to me. In particular, his vision to shoot the story from behind the stage, so that when we were singing, you actually were looking at the actress or actor from, you know, behind, and you could see the audience, so that the audience really felt like they were on stage with us. And, you know, in terms of creating the character of Allie, you know, for me, I think for many years I have created characters for myself because I did not make it as an actress. So I made characters that I could be so that I could be one. And they were always in some way related to the woman that I wanted to sing to, a part of me. So, you know, like for my album Joanne, you know, I always had this vision of a woman with like a baby in one hand and a Pinot Grigio in the other and cut off jeans, you know, and her hair, you know, wild and in a bun and just singing her buns off, you know, and going like, I never thought that I'd like Lady Gaga, but man, do I love this music. And, you know, and so I had a vision for that woman. But for Allie, this was totally different because it was a collaborative process. It was a sanctuary of trust. And so when I saw that trust with Bradley, then what I did was I said, okay, like I'm going to have to become someone that I do not have complete control over.
And Mark Ronson said you wrote the songs as your character.
Yes, I did, with him. One song, Shallow in particular. But did I have reservation? No. I believed and I trusted 100% in Bradley. And I was excited that because he believed in me so much, that I was able to trust in myself. What I really admire about what you all do, and because, you know, this is new for me, is that the amount of places that you have to go to from a deep perspective to the nectar of your hearts, and to go deep down every time to play a role and to bring that deep place every day to set. I mean, that is incredible. I mean, when I'm on stage performing doing music, you know, I have the audience and it's like this adrenaline rush and I'm talking to people and shouting at them. And, you know, with the Joanne tour, there was a bit of trauma because it was about my father's sister who died. But, you know, you guys really, like, you're doing 8 shows a week playing Joan of Arc's mother. I mean, there's no way that you're not going to the depths of who you are into a very scary place in order to do that. And I just have to commend each and every one of you for it, because I still feel like I'm recovering from playing this role. I do certain things when I sing and I'm on stage, like, you know, I have like a certain way about me when I perform, but I wanted to be pointed out when I was doing something that would look decidedly like me, the way that my fans see me, because I wanted her to be so different. And, you know, the things that are inside my private life that they don't know about me, those were the things that I was really using. All the reasons that I've put this armor on for so many years, all the things I've been running from, I'm going to use that. But I'm going to erase as much as possible of everything else.
That's very brave.
Do you feel like you have a very strong performing persona? Like, do you feel like your armor when you're on stage is pretty bulletproof?
When my friends started to call me Gaga and I was performing on the Lower East Side, like, it was like a superhero
costume.
Like, I felt like I could do anything. And what's changed about it, though, over the years for me is that, you know, I grew up in a way in a culture of people that were constantly transforming. Like, we were all, like, really into glam culture and, like, David Bowie. And so, like, we would all change our looks, all change our art. We were always, you know, shifting at the same time. And then when I moved out to Hollywood to pursue my career in music, I was not in the midst of that. I was in the midst of me changing all the time and nobody really changing very much around me. And it was very difficult. But so I just was really conscious of that when I played this character. It was like, it was really important to me that I gave something that I don't always give as a musician.